A second G4S employee arrested in connection with Thabo Bester's prison escape has made his first appearance. The 51-year-old man has been remanded in custody. He is set to join the other 5 accused for a bail hearing next month. Newzroom Afrika Zola Sholwana is there for us. Zola, some developments happening in court today with accused number 6. What's the latest?
Yes, you're right, and Paul, we are outside the Bloemfontein magistrate's court. Today's developments with that there is a new person that has joined the Thabo Bester case, and he is regarded as accused number 6. But before I continue, Paul, I would like you to allow me to introduce Mr. Shiping, who is an NPA representative, who will be telling us about today's court proceedings. Mr. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your time.
Thanks.
The accused the case was postponed to the 3rd and 4th of May. What is your take on that as the NPA?
Well, remember we said in the last appearance that the investigation is ongoing, and as a result of those investigations, another accused was arrested 2 days ago, and his name is Motanyane Masukela. He is, what we understand is that he's an employee of Mangaung Correctional Center. He was added to that case of Matswara and 5 others. We are now going to have 6 accused. What the state requested is that the matter be postponed to 3 and 4 May, where he's going to make an application for bail, just like the other 3 accused whose case was postponed to the same date for the same reason of bail application. He is currently facing 2 charges, which is assisting an inmate to escape from lawful custody and defeating the ends of justice.
Don't you think that the postponement of these cases could possibly lead to the delay of finding the culprits of this matter?
Well, the investigation is going, and we don't have any problem with the way the investigation is ongoing. We don't see any of the accused interfering with the investigation. Remember, the others are still in custody. It's only in respect of accused number 2, Zolile Sikeleni, who was granted bail, and that bail was, there were conditions attached to his release on bail. And one of the conditions is that he must not interfere with the investigation or contact state witnesses, either directly or indirectly.
Looking at these investigations, we've been hearing security guards being brought before the court, and we haven't been hearing other people that could possibly have played a role in Thabo Bester's escape, people that are not part of the Mangaung prison. What are you doing about that?
Well, the police will arrest if there is evidence that a particular person is allegedly involved in this case. We are going to allow the investigation to proceed the way it's supposed to proceed. If there are other people who are supposed to be arrested, besides those who are employees or former employees of G4S, then the investigation will determine that.
We were told that his case is Schedule 1. What does that mean for people that don't understand?
Well, basically what it means is that if the state has any intention of opposing his release on bail, the onus will be on state to provide the court with exceptional circumstances as to why the state is saying it will not be in the best interest of justice for the accused to be released on bail.
We're also informed that the accused has no previous history of any offences and also no pending case. Could that possibly influence him getting a chance of getting bail on the 3rd, on the 4th and the 4th of May?
It's too soon to decide on that. What will happen is that the state will get an opportunity to convince the court, if they don't want the accused to be released on bail, on what the reasons are for them to say that the accused is not a candidate for bail. The accused will also get an opportunity through his lawyer to provide the court with exceptional circumstances as to why he must be released on bail. At the end of the day, decision will be made by the presiding officer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shiping. That was Mr. Shiping, who is the NPA representative. Now, from today's court findings, we were told that the accused is accused number 6 on the Thabo Bester case, and the case was postponed to the 3rd and 4th of May, where he will be reappearing with his co-accused, one of the co-accused being Dr. Nandipa Makudumana. These are the updates that we have right now when it regards to today's court proceedings. proceedings was actually very, very short, and compared to other days, there weren't a lot of police around, and hoping that maybe as time goes on, we'll be hearing more developments about the investigations on this particular matter. That's it that we have for you for now, Paul, from the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court.
And just getting more details, Zola, around the security that you make mention of course, that's very different to what we saw when Dr. Nandi Pamakutumana and the 3 accused appeared in court, also showing perhaps some of the, the seriousness of those charges. In terms of what more we know about this man, he's a 51-year-old, you've already shared that, but do we know the role that he may have played in this entire debacle?
Yes, and Paul, we were told that he's been charged with helping an inmate escape prison. That's the first charge. And the second charge was defeating the ends of justice. Those are the only charges that we know about. Of course, the case is actually going to continue. So we're going to find out on their next court appearance, which is the 3rd and the 4th of May, if there are any charges that are laid against him. But for now, those are the only charges that we were told about.
Well, let's leave it there for now. Zola Sholwana giving us some insight on another accused when it comes to the matter involving the alleged, when it comes to convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester's prison escape matter.